back. Just because.
Watch you relate it, so he's like, I finished my mother.
Give me a thumbs up if you are ready to go. A few more, no worries.
What?
Oh, no, it's awesome.
Yeah, we work hard.
It's already. It's GRH. That's the first three. GRH, UJ. GRH, UJ. I can tell we're ready back here. Thank you. If you're getting there, I understand. Maybe your laptop, Chromebook's going to sleep all day. It's all good. While we're waiting on others to get there, what is that on your screen? Can you raise your hand and tell me what are you looking at right now? Yes. Yes. What's the picture of? What's that picture of? Hey, that's all right. Yes, ma'am.
That pictures of like gymnastics or something.
Yeah, they're like in a circus doing like the trapeze artist. What would the word reliable have to do with that picture? Would you talk with your group? What does that word reliable have to do with that picture?
You have to be reliable. As your friend yeah, he's going to put his hands back and then she's going to drop the hard onto the ground and die. That's what happens. If you trust he's generous.
Eyes on me in 3. Ready to listen in 2. Give an answer in 1. Raise your hand and tell me, how does that picture and that word relate? Yes, ma'am.
So like, reliable is like you like trust someone.
You trust them? Yep.
Like, for example, like this picture, he's like, I don't know like, how high this girl is. Like,
Let's say it's like 100 feet in the air.
and then he's like, I have to rely on this person. He lets me go, I die. So.
Truth. If you're 100 feet in the air and you're swinging on the trapeze, you're getting ready to release and grab their hands. If they don't catch you, what happens?
You
die.
You die.
Bad
I also
times.
have to
Bad
do
times.
it.
Or net.
So do you want someone to be reliable or unreliable?
Reliable.
Oh, all the time.
Unreliable is the opposite.
Oh my gosh, thank you for that. So, our essential question today, would someone like to read that for me? What's our essential question? Emily.
How do I locate World Book for Students of the Tennessee Electronic Library as used in it as a reliable source for school?
Perfect. Why would you need to know what a reliable source is? Because I like to relate, well, why am I teaching this? I need you to understand, well, why do you need to know this? Why would you need to know what a reliable source is? Yes, sir.
Because you need to know where to go to get what you're actually looking for.
You need to go where to go. Okay, I'll take that. Yes, sir. What do you got?
It could be like a virus, like a scam that's going to give your computer a virus or
Okay.
something that you know.
I love that you all are thinking in school context. I want to relate it to real life. You're going to get this. Ready? Reliable source. Your friend runs up to you and says, I heard from Ayana and she heard it from Carter and he heard it from Darius that Brandon said you were dumb. Is this a reliable source? Would you believe that source?
Yes.
Okay, raise your hand if you would believe it. Raise your hand if you might question it a little bit.
Depends on who they call.
Raise your hand if you're like, no way, that's not reliable. Why are you saying no way, that's not reliable?
Because you don't know if that's really what you said.
Oh, how come?
Because like it didn't travel through other people.
Oh, it traveled through other people. Yep.
It didn't come from that person.
It didn't come from that person, the actual source. Yes.
It's kind of like telephone, like you try to
Yeah.
remember like what is what, and then like sometimes people can mess up and say something else, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's what something else comes out.
Okay. I got another situation for you. Which one is a more reliable source for vitamins? Which one of those you're going to be like, yeah, I trust that to get my healthy vitamins every day? Yes, sir. Which one? The orange. Why are you going to trust the orange to be reliable for vitamins versus the high C? Why would you do that? Yes.
Because the high C has like sugar in it, and that doesn't.
Oh. Which one is the actual source of the vitamin C?
The orange.
The orange. So therefore it's going to be a little more reliable. A little more. I'm not saying Lycee's bad. I'm just saying one has a better reliable source.
It's terrible. Absolutely.
Oh my.
As you have figured out, reliable means you can depend on it.
That's scary.
Like a trust fall. Don't do one right now, please. Like a trust fall. You can rely on what is there. Yes.
Also, I saw, you know, like Do Perfect. I saw like, everyone's like,
Not your turn.
Tyler said that we haven't worked together. Only like me and someone else have been working together for a long time. How do we do a trust thing?
Mhm.
So they did all these weird activities so we can trust each other. And so their mascot, Panda, it says, Panda, trust fall, and he fell down and he fell on the floor.
Right now at your table group, would you explain what reliable means in your own words and give examples from your own life? This is going to be a quick 1-minute conversation. Go.
You can trust them for anything, basically. Like you can trust them for anything.
It's not smart. My definition is constantly good quality
I think that reliability is that in the environment.
Okay, end our conversation in 3. Ready to listen in 2. Share your answer in 1. If I've not given you permission to be on another page, should you? That's a warning. All right. So, give an example of what your group talked about. Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Mahala.
Mahala. What'd you talk about?
So I kind of talked about like reliable is like where you can trust them and you rely that they said if they said they're gonna do something, then you know that they're actually.
Yeah. And Mahala, do you want people in your life that are reliable or unreliable? Yeah, all day. All day. I want people I can trust, sources I can trust. What'd your group talk about? Yes, ma'am.
An example I gave was like if you're having a secret surprise party for a friend or something, and like you know a reliable person that's gonna help plan the party. You
Mhm.
can like tell them how to plan the party, and you have to trust them enough to not tell the person next door.
True. Okay. Now, I would like you to answer this on your laptop. The question says, why would you need to know how to find a reliable source for information?
Wait, what? Can you say that one more time?
It says, why would you need to know how to find a reliable source for information? Why would you need to know? You're going to type your answer. Is it letting you type it?
You have to start
Oh
it.
my goodness, let me try that. It helps if I press the start
That's
button.
why it says start activity.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Have you done this before?
Oh, of course, of course. Thank you.
Is this for your first
After you have submitted, please sit quietly. If you need help, feel free to raise your hand. This side of the room is doing amazing. I see some of you are finished and waiting quietly. Thank you. I see everyone typing an answer, and I appreciate that. thank you back there. I see how you're quietly waiting. I appreciate that. It shows respect for other people while they're trying to think. Awesome job. About 30 seconds left on the timer. A little more. Excellent job listening. Excellent job waiting quietly. Thank you. I see no hands on because it may not be an answer you agree with, but it's not something we want to critique out loud. All right, so let's take a look at some of these. I'm going to share them on your screen as well. Is it pulling up on yours yet?
Yes.
There it goes. Okay, so this one says, you might need to know something for school, or someone might have said something. Excellent answer from what we had talked about as well. Let's find another. Oh, okay. Someone read what this person wrote for me? Yes, sorry, right here.
Because you could be getting fake news and you would not be getting the best source of information.
Yeah. Do you like anything that's fake? No. I don't. I want real truth. Good answers, guys. So now let's dive into this. I asked you what you thought, so let me teach you some things you may not fully understand yet of why you need reliable sources. How many of you have written an essay so far in your life? Sweet! How many of you feel like, man, I write one every week almost?
No.
Okay?
That's me.
Hands down. At some point, you're going to be asked by a teacher to research and write an essay. It's going to happen. And at some point, they're going to go, so where'd you get that info? Right now, if I said, hey, what is the capital of Japan, what are y'all going to do?
Google it.
You're going to do what? Say it louder.
Google it.
Google it.
Google.
Or look at the dictionary.
Dictionary, maybe. Okay. Google.
Or both
We're
of them.
definite.
If I turn in an essay to my college professor and I say, I just Googled it, fail. I will fail. Why? Because I'm giving information and they want to know that I'm getting actual facts, real sources from real places. If I say, oh man, this essay was on monkeys and I asked my Uncle Bob who works at a zoo, could Uncle Bob know about monkeys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is he going to know all the facts?
Maybe.
Is he going to know everything in the world about it?
No.
No. I'm going to have to find a more reliable source or I'm going to fail. Even today, in my job, I'm a 6th grade science social studies teacher. I go home, do you think I know everything about ancient Egypt?
No.
No, I don't. I have to research the night before. Do you want your teacher who's in charge of your academic success to go home and go, Wikipedia, what do you think about ancient Egypt? You want me to do that?
No.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Because you want to make sure that you're making sure that you have to understand it to be able to teach it to us.
And so Google is a good thing. In fact, Google receives an average of 63,000 search hits a second. Every second, someone is Googling 63,000 every second. Everyone loves Google. Everyone. So I'm going to take a quick poll. I want your opinion. Can you trust Google? You're going to select it. You're going to choose, make your choice, and it's going to show. Yes, no, or depends. what is your opinion? What did you think?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I see you.
I think it depends because if it's a short answer, just like what's the capital, you can look it up. But if it's something longer, maybe like
How many people were
came out as a
Google brings up like articles. So what do you do?
So here's what I want you to do. If you clicked yes, I want you to come and stand here. If you clicked no, I want you to go stand next to the dog man poster on that bookshelf. If you clicked depends, come stand against this wall.
Yes, is my original. You mean the bookshelf?
Okay. All right. Right now, this group's kind of large, so what you're going to do is turn to someone standing near you. Be inclusive and include people, please, in your conversation. And get ready with an argument to defend your opinion. Go. Same with you all. Ready to defend it.
There are sites that
Eyes on me, please. I'm going to ask you, defend your answer. Why did you select your answer?
Because you search something, we suggest to go to Wikipedia because it's safe. Just something.
Okay. David, why did you say that?
I said yes. I trust Google
Okay.
because, well, when you search up something, it usually gives you like what they think about the subject first, but
Okay.
it might not always be what you're looking for. But if that's the case, it always gives you a bunch of sites below it that'll help you to find what you need.
Okay. Shub, why did you choose your answer?
I chose my answer because there's specific sites that you can depend on, and then there's specific sites that just have like the information.
Okay.
And also
And why did you say your answer?
because like websites you never know like if you're getting a truthful answer for.
Ah. Okay. Have a seat, please.
Reason why.
Sit down.
Remember what your time
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
like some of this.
Thank you. Essie does put back their seats I have asked.
Yes.
Google itself is meant to be helpful. Google itself is meant to help you find good sources. But be honest now, when you Google something, do you look through all 30 things that are on there?
Sometimes.
Tell me what most of you usually do. Be honest.
I look at everything.
Normally you just pick the first.
Yeah, most people will pick the first site, and then do you click on it and read the whole article usually?
No.
I'm guilty of this
Why
too.
would anybody read the entire article?
I'm guilty of this too. It happens. So if you're only looking at the first source Google gives you, do you know that it's 100% reliable?
No.
Oh. I mean, what if you're Googling something serious like how to cure a headache? Like you're really struggling with a headache that day. And the first source says, do a headstand and drink water. But you're like, well, Google said it. But be honest, most of you, when you Google something, you'll look at the first two sentences and go, okay, I got my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, Miss Manus, have you ever done that? Uh-huh.
She calls it lazy.
The lazy Google. It's a contagious disease. I think silly when I say that, but everyone does it. It's common. But is that a way to get reliable sources?
Yeah.
So Google, I'm going to wait, because I'm not going to talk over you, because you're better than that. You are more well-behaved than that. Thank you. Google is a good tool for research. But if you chose depends, I agree with that. It depends on how you use it. Right now, why is the lazy Google a bad idea for research? Look at me, I'm gonna click start this time. Look. Thank you.
Where's that room?
Excellent job, guys. Good job.
Is it silly or serious? No, is your answer silly? Silly or serious? Okay. Promise.
Serious? Can you read mine?
About 10 seconds.
Wait, can you did you do mine?
All right. So, would you read for me what that says? Read for me what it says. Would you read that for me?
I think that lazy Google is bad for research because it really just wrote out random facts about what people
Is Google a company?
Yes.
Huh. Do you think there are people that pay Google to make their information show up first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good point. I like what that person wrote. So not only do you got to watch whatever you're using for research as well. Let's see another one. Read that answer for me, please. Would you read that answer, please?
Because if you just pick the first thing you see, then you won't know if it is true or not, because you're not giving the other websites hints.
Man. So, how in the world are you supposed to be successful in high school, college, and jobs if you can't believe the first thing you read? How in the world are you going to know where to get a reliable source of information? How will you figure that out? Who can you ask? What would you do? Would you talk to your group? Talk. Go ahead. Tell them. Tell your group, not me.
So you know if you found a reliable website, if you you could use a bunch of letters and find the exact same thing written. Like multiple sources with the same thing that it's supposed to be. And also to make sense, because there's like pick supply.
And 3. Eyes on me in 2. Ready to share answers in 1. This whole table rocked that. Way to look at me at 3, 2, 1. All right, back there. I'm gonna say, Mihaela, what did your group talk about?
We said that we go the website one by one that we think we can trust.
Okay, go through the website one by one. All right. Yes, sir.
We could go by different websites and not just like one website and read more than just the first paragraph.
Yeah. Fact check. Like if I'm looking up what the tallest man in the world is, or who he is, awesome. I'm going to make sure that I look at multiple sources to make sure that the information's lining up, that it's accurate and reliable. Yes, ma'am.
We also said if it makes sense or not.
Ooh, gotta be careful, because I can make something sound real good. Give me a random topic. Someone give me a random topic. Right there, Cheers. Go ahead. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets were first created in Iowa. Iowa is the originator of the chicken nugget because they have the largest population of chickens and chicken farms in the United States. In fact, Iowa's corn crop that they are known for, they will dry out and make the chicken food with for the chicken farms.
What?
I sound pretty serious, don't I?
Yes.
All of that's made up. Guys, you can't believe the first thing you see. You gotta be careful.
It was made at Cornell University.
Or
Wait,
food,
wait.
not
It was made at Cornell University in the 1950s.
You have an amazing source on reliable information. Would you point to Miss Manus, please? You're a librarian, guys. No matter what school you are at. Okay, stop pointing. That's awkward for her. Okay, put it. Okay. You have a reliable source. A librarian, middle school, high school, college, and down the road can help. But Miss Manus is actually teaching you something this quarter that you can use for the rest of your life. What? TEL. What's TEL stand for?
Tennessee Electronic Library.
Oh, good listeners. Oh my gosh, Miss Manus, they're doing so good. Look.
Whoa.
Would you, before you click on the link, don't click on okay, don't click on the link yet. Can someone, from memory, without looking at the folder in front of you, does someone have the address memorized for TEL?
Oh.
Someone have it?
I know.
Yes.
TNTEL dot.
Help him out. Help him out.
Info.
TNTEL.info.
Yes. If you can remember that, you have sources that you can access that are reliable on anything. Anything. Go ahead and click on that website, please. On your screen, there should be a spot you click. And once you are there, would you look up here and show me you're ready? Emily's ready. Oh, I see it back there. I see it back there. Okay. Looking at the toolbar in blue across the middle, which one do you think you click on?
Students.
Students. Would you click on students, please?
Middle school.
Middle elementary.
You are not talking. Thank you. I'm going to ask you to click on middle school. And once you are on middle school, show me your eyes again so I know you're with me. Ooh, yes. Now, remember, when you're giving someone eyes, don't do the creepy stare. Make sure we're just gently looking at it. Creepy stare really gets me, man. Okay. All right. So, thumbs up if you are not there, and I can help you. Anyone not there? Just want to make sure. Okay, cool. I'm going to ask you to scroll down. Don't click on anything. Just scroll down and look at the left side.
Whoa.
Everything that you are seeing has been researched and fact-checked and looked through to make sure it is a reliable source. So whenever you are doing any research, it is something you could utilize as a reliable source. So what's the name of this reliable source? TEL. Ooh, who can quote the website without looking again? Someone can quote it. I'm going to ask you 3 times. Yes, thank you. Now, what I want you to look at, what we're going to talk about today and tomorrow, is called World Book. Would you scroll down to where you see World Book? And specifically, we're going to look at World Book Student. You can go ahead and click on that.
It exited me out.
Then just get back in. You're fine.
Oh, I'm the World Book. I used to do that when I was in Cherokee.
When your page matches mine, look my way.
Mine has a twin.
It's okay if it has a different picture. It'll be all right.
Do we go to Skype or
No, you do, go down.
Thanks for helping, man. Thank you. Okay. At your fingertips right now is a reliable source waiting to happen. I want you, and I'm going to type it up here if you're not sure of spelling. I'm going to type in ancient Egypt, and I want you to do the same.
Memphis was an important city in ancient Egypt.
I want you and your group go ahead and click and start looking around on the things you found. Look on the side. There's maps and timelines. See what you can find about ancient Egypt. Go ahead. Ancient Egypt.
So you can just like go explore.
Go explore. Ancient Egypt.
People. Yeah, we're in ancient Egypt. I want to see the social especially.
Where did you find I see a video and I don't want it.
All right. Would you tilt your laptop screens in 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to let you look more in just a minute. See if your group can list the steps of how to get to Tell and then to World Book and to search. Go ahead. Can you list the steps? And 3, 2, and 1. I would like you to share with me. How do we get to that?
First, you go to DEL.info.
That's not to get help. It's all right. Go ahead. Got your hand back. Help her out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You go to TEL.info.
Yes.
You go to students.
Yep.
Then middle school.
Yep.
Scroll down on the left side and press World Book Students. And then you type in ancient Egypt.
Thumbs up if you agree with her. All right. I like it. I like it. Okay. Continue to look at what you find on ancient Egypt. Go ahead.
You only want us on ancient Egypt?
Yes. Ancient Egypt.
I found a new base.
What's a hieroglyph?
That's mine. That's mine.
Who's your favorite person? Leo. Hey. Yeah. Tell me again what are the goddess? The moon god. Who is the goddess? Do you remember? Ma the goddess?
Doesn't look so bad. I do hear about football.
Pretty sure I just heard Tutankhamun.
That's mine.
Ooh, what'd you find? Tutankhamen's trumpet. He's playing Tutankhamen's trumpet. What? Tutankhamen's trumpet? How do you say where? What? Man. Oh, what are you listening to? Howard Carter, the guy who discovered King Tut. He's giving a speech. He's listening to a speech.
Reliable. Where is it? It's a reliable.
I have ancient Egypt.
I was just in ancient Egypt, but I couldn't find anything.
Anyhow. So some of that. Oh, you're World Book kids, babe. Maybe in middle school. Go back and cook back. Forest. That's all I'm listening to. You here. Start over. Wait, I do it wrong. And 3, 2, that just shows respect. That's what that means. If you try to play a sound over the teacher, majority of you nailed that though. Thank you, good job. What I'm gonna ask, and it's gonna be hard, I want you to X out of the tab you have open for World Book and Tell. Go back to Nearpod. We're gonna do this again. Oh, not yet though. Whoa, we have 6 minutes. So, shoot, thanks man. You are ready to listen and I appreciate you. Go back to Nearpod. Our essential question, how do I locate World Book for students on the Tennessee Electronic Library and use it as a reliable source? I want to give you time for a game, so I'm not going to make you answer this question typing. What I'm going to ask you to do is answer the question with your group. I'm going to, some of y'all want to talk the whole time. No finger at Mahala. Please allow others a chance to talk. Share that time. How do I locate World Book for students on the Tennessee Electronic Library? How do they find World Book? Go ahead and tell your group.
No. Once you're on there, once you're on the team, you just go to the toolbar, click student, scroll down on the left side, click to the student.
We're being smart.
I probably would type a paragraph on
Share
it,
an
taking all the time.
answer, please. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. I can see you're respecting me, and I appreciate that. I'm going to ask you, tell us how. How would you tell someone? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have someone help you too.
No.
Okay, hey, do it on your own.
Okay, so first you go to the search bar, you put in TNCEL.info. You go to students, and then you go to middle school. Then you scroll down, go to World Book, press that, you go to student, and then you can put it in.
Seriously. I couldn't ask for a better answer. Like, that was amazing. You may or may not have played this before, and that's okay. You do have to play that. You do need to log in though. So, hey, make your character really quick, please. Make your character really quick.
Are there cats?
I'm gonna click start in like 20 seconds.
Where's the giraffe? I guess I have to be this.
I will show.
Y'all are done.
That's disgusting.
Alright, 10 seconds.
Are you the giraffe?
I'm Muffin Mandy.
5, 4, 3,
Why am I a girl?
2.
Isabella.
That was a question. I'll turn that down. Thank you.
Everybody got that one right, thankfully.
Yeah, but now it's like if you get it right, it's whoever answers it.
Can we get a prize?
Yeah.
Oh, I put that on!
I definitely.
I don't think I got it right.
It's not true.
Yay!
I almost pushed picked the wrong one.
You picked the wrong one? Shame on you. Shame on you.
Wait, my job. MJ, what are you gonna shoot?
All right. Good job, guys. The shoe is back.
MJ, congrats.
I need you to X out of Nearpod. I need you to close your Chromebook. X out of Nearpod, close your Chromebook. At this time, make your area look neat and tidy before I call you to line up. Organize your space, please. Folders stacked neatly, pencils put away. All right. This table, cushion chairs line up. That table, cushion chairs line up. This table, cushion chairs line up. And back table, cushion chairs line up.